A very good morning and welcome to our daily devotion. Today we'll be looking at Psalms chapter 99. So turn to your Bibles, either physical or digital, whichever is to your comfort, and let's get into it. First, we look at a brief overview of the Psalms before taking a small point of reflection. So in this Psalm, this is another a Psalm of praise. Here, the psalmist begins by saying how God is king and that his throne is unlike any other throne on earth. And he goes on to say how unlike all other kings, his rule extends beyond the borders of his people in Israel and extends beyond the people Israel. He is saying that his rule extends all over the earth and that his holiness is universal. And then in verse 4 we can see that the God uses his power not to his advantage but to do justice among people. And then finally the psalmist ends by saying how God is forgiving and how God is merciful, and that even when his people, the leaders of his people, are in the wrong, God forgives them despite having the right to punish them. So, and then finally he praises God for his holy and unique nature, and that says that God's people should worship him. So what can we take away from this? Now this psalm stresses a lot on how God is merciful and how God is sovereign. So we should take away from this is how God's holiness or how God himself is not distant from us but is merciful, and how God is, how we should be to God. So this should be something very fearful for us, even at times when how sovereign God is, how powerful God is. And we may at times feel like out of fear I will obey this law, because out of fear of going to hell I'll obey this law. No, that is not what God is expecting from us. Through this psalm we should understand that we are obeying God and we are following his law and we are following Christ not out of fear but out of reverence, out of deep respect. God does not want us to follow him through fear. He is not someone who is using fear as a tool. If he is using fear as a tool, he would keep punishing us again and again, because I know myself, I deserve to be punished every day. I am not a sinless man, and you yourselves know yourselves, and you know how much you should be punished if God is being completely fair. Everyone of us deserves to be punished, but God is not like that. As the psalmist stressed, God is very merciful. Despite having the right to punish us, he is being merciful for us and he is being merciful to us. So through this psalm, something that we should take away is we should follow God not out of fear, but not because we are afraid that if I don't follow God I will be punished. No, it is out of deep respect and deep love for him that we should follow God. Follow God not out of fear but follow God out of love. So I'd like to end this devotion with a short question for you to reflect on. So what aspects of your life or what areas in your life that you feel that you are doing out of fear of God instead of reverence? Reverence meaning respect or love. So what areas in your life that you feel that you are doing out of fear of God, not out of reverence for God? Thank you.